Leading Whitworth's offense for the past 3 years, Peterson has an impressive record. In 2011, Peterson played in every game and took over as the full-time quarterback midway through his season as a freshman. He completed 122 of 193 passes for 1,420 yards and 14 touchdowns, earning honorable mention in All-Northwest Conference. Peterson earned honorable mention once again in All-Northwest Conference for the most recent season after he completed 57% of his passes for 1,762 yards with 16 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. Peterson's coaches appreciate him as a player on and off the field.
Yeah, he's a unique character and we love having him out on the football team. He's a great player and a great person. Bryan is a silent leader. There's different ways of being a leader. I think Bryan is a silent leader. He's not going to grab a guy by the face mask and get in his face and yell at him, but he's going to do all the things well on the practice field.
Peterson's fellow teammates also have good things to say about him.
He was one of the first guys that actually came up to me and shook my hand and introduced himself. So I thought that was pretty cool. Off the field, we're pretty close. We have a lot of intellectual conversations about weird stuff, about aliens, politics, food, whatever. We have a lot of good conversations.
But being the quarterback isn't the only role he's playing. On Saturdays, Bryan Peterson plays on this field as quarterback for the offense of Whitworth's football team. But during the week, you can find Peterson commanding actors as their director in an upcoming play called Murder by Midnight. Being a theater major, Peterson is taking a directing class in which he takes on the role of the playmaker. He tells us that he has always had a love for theater.
Well, since I've been little, I've always had it's been in my head that I'm interested in theater and doing stuff like this, but I never did it because I've always been involved with sports, played all kinds of sports. My dad's a sports guy and he always pushed me in that direction, you know. So then when I got in college, I figured, hey, I can try some theater classes, you know, see if I like this. And I started taking some classes and I just fell in love, loved it. And now I'm a theater major and still love it.
Brooke Kiner, a theater professor, enjoys having Peterson in the department.
We love having athletes come and take our classes and be part of our production program here as well. So it's something that we're always very happy to work around as much as we can. I think Bryan chose a very challenging piece and he knows this. He chose a piece with a lot of stuff in it, including gunfire, which is one of the hardest things to pull off on stage.
Room service!
And he's got some interesting costuming requirements and he's juggling the schedules of 3 actors, whereas most students work with just 2. So he chose a challenging piece, but it's a funny piece and I think he's well suited for it.
Spending hours upon hours during rehearsal, Peterson barely has time to eat. However, Peterson never participated in theater until his first year at Whitworth University. Prior to college, he was drafted for the Boston Red Sox.
It was my dream, you know, my whole life to play baseball. So the draft came up June, like right before I was to graduate. I got drafted by the Red Sox in the 11th round of the 2008 draft. So that was super exciting, you know. It was my dream since I was little. I played with the Red Sox in the organization for 3 years and just kind of got burned out and lost passion for it, and I got released in spring training of 2011.
With a background in athletics,